Hello?
Shalom, can you hear me?
I sure can.
Sister Cat Gabe, can you hear me? All right, I'm gonna go ahead and give you. Oh, you already have co-host status.
I think because I'm already like with the
Okay,
like
I'm gonna give
here.
Cat Gabe co-host status.
And then Abigail says she's coming on. She had to run.
Right. So you can be prepared for her. We can give her co-host status so she can control herself. Unmute, I guess.
Okay, right. Sir. Oh, sir.
Hold on a second.
Oh, okay.
1 second. We just need to sound check Sister Cat Gabe real quick because we are live on YouTube.
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can. Can you say something?
Something? I'm here. I'm actually trying to change my profile picture.
All right, that's fine. All right, we're gonna go on mute.
All right.
Everybody, we look at Sister Abigail.
She said she was trying to I don't know what she on because she said she was on, but she wasn't being let in. Let's see.
Okay, I might have not saw it. I'm by myself.
But then she said she had to run to the restroom too, though. So,
all right, well, I'm gonna play some music, and then all our people listening on YouTube can.
Oh, we on? We live?
We live, so
oh goodness,
we talk off the mic.
All right, yes, sir.
temptation. Please deliver me, Yahweh. Ooh, yeah. Let me be strong in your word. Let your truth be heard. But you're my strength and my shield. The sound of your voice makes the universe yield. Oh, yeah. I said Yahweh's here on his throne to lead his children safely home. Glory. Glory, hallelujah, yeah. Wherever you lead me, Father, I will follow. Let my roots grow deep, deep, deep. We're not shallow. Yeah. Yahweh is here. Oh, Israel, have no fear. Don't you know that summer is nigh? And he said, on eagle wings we'll fly. Yahweh's here on his throne to lead his children safely home. Glory, glory, hallelujah. Yahweh's here on his throne to lead his children safely home. Glory, glory, hallelujah. Yeah. Yahweh's here on his throne to lead his children safely home. Glory. Glory, hallelujah. Yahweh's here to lead his children home, and that's glory. See the Father, got to see the Son. Praise unto Yahweh, and Yahweh be Yahweh. From the nation of Yahweh, if judgment day was a Sunday, Babylon would have run away. Only for police would have down day. That could have never be their fun day. Hey, see the earth, the moon, the stars. Yahweh is you, create everything in Mars. Righteousness is like a garment we all need to wear. Without fear. So in these last days, my friend, don't have no fear. From the nation of Yahweh, if judgment day was a Sunday, Babylon would have run away. Only for police would have down day. That could have never be their fun day. Hey. Babylon, sugar. So then we walk and talk, going to the Holy Land. We walk, then talk, going to the Promised Land.
Shalom, family. The nation of Yahweh would like to thank you for joining us tonight for Yahweh's Feast of Tabernacles solar year 6026. The nation of Yahweh teachings and beliefs. The nation of Yahweh beliefs. There is one God, Yahweh, the Father of all men. The Holy Bible and Yahweh ben Yahweh is the great light to Hebrew Israelites and the rule and guide for faith and practice of the laws, statutes, judgments, and commandments of Yahweh. Yahweh ben Yahweh and those who believe in him and his name are immortal. Character, integrity, and morality determines destiny. Love of moral men is next to love of Yahweh and his son, Yahweh ben Yahweh, man's first duty. Prayer, communion of man with Yahweh, is helpful. The nation of Yahweh teachings. Yahweh ben Yahweh teaches his disciples and followers to practice charity and benevolence, to protect chastity, to respect the ties of blood and friendship, to adopt the principles and revere the laws of Yahweh, to assist the feeble, guide and open the eyes of the blind, heal the ears of the deaf, raise up the oppressed and downtrodden, shelter the widow and the orphan, guard the altar of Yahweh, support the government of Yahweh, inculcate morality, promote learning, love moral men, fear Yahweh, implore his mercy, work for happiness, and be industrious. Praise Yahweh. I hope you're ready because you're in for a real treat. First, we'll get started with prayer and then a welcome. Afterwards, we'll have a presentation by tonight's teaching priests for a very special message, followed by the most honorable Yahweh ben Yahweh. And now, our prayer.
And now for our prayer. If we will all stand and face the east with outstretched hands, O Yahweh, God of our salvation, save us, gather us together, and deliver us from this heathen, so that we may give thanks to thy holy name and glory in thy praises. Blessed be the holy name of Yahweh and Yisrael forever. O Yahweh, let them be confounded that persecute us, but let not us be confounded. Let our enemies be dismayed, but let not us be dismayed. Bring upon our enemies the day of evil, and destroy them with double destruction. O Yahweh, forgive our fathers for breaking your laws, and please forgive us for breaking your laws. Help us to never bring shame upon thy great name, nor reproach against thy works. For surely we have turned ourselves to thee, O Yahweh, trying to be upright. And as we confess our faults, please grant us protection against all of our faults. Cleanse us of our secret faults, and guide us to the best of morals. For surely our prayers and our sacrifices, our lives and our deaths, are all for thee, O Yahweh. Tefillah. Avenu Shabashamayim, Yikadesh Shemeaka, Tavo Makuteraka, Yad Zerizonka, Kim Bashamayim Kain Ba'aretz, Et Lekum Kukenu, Tain Lanu Hayom, Uslat Lanu, All Kartienu, Kimosa Sol King, Gamanatnu, Lakotiem Lanu, Veal Tevienu, Lade Nisayom, King Kal Senu, Min Hara, Kilaka, Hamamlaha, Veha Givera, Veha Tefieret, Leolame, Olamin Sila. We thank thee, O Yahweh, O living and eternal King, who has so mercifully restored our souls within us. So let everything that has breath praise Yahweh.
Ariv Tov family, all praises be unto the name Yud-He Wav-He, Beit Nun Sofi Yud-He Wav-He. Welcome to our annual celebratory Feast of Tabernacles. I hope you've been enjoying Sukkot. I surely approve. We, the children of Israel, are celebrating the time of year when we have sown physically, mentally, and as a body. Physical seeds are things concerning the earth. Mental seeds concern our internal cerebral spirit. The seeds concerning the body are the functioning of our nation. All these are in separate categories, but they cannot function one without the other. And seeing that the Feast of Harvest is all about raising that which has been planted for spiritual use, the word raised by the New Webster's Concise Dictionary is to have or be in a specified state, condition, or relation. The word relation is the mode or kind of connection between one person and another, between man and God Yahweh, as stated in the Random House Dictionary. The only way we can rise physically, mentally, and as a body and remain upright with our whole weight and are able to endure, obtain, tolerate, defend, handle, submit, or support one another is if everyone in the relationship is joined, one person with the other, and with God Yahweh. And the common action of engaging or reason of joining is acting in accord with divine and moral law. Praise Yahweh.
And all people of the earth shall see that thou art called by the name of the Lord Yahweh, and they shall be afraid of thee. Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 10. Shalom Aleichem, chosen people of Yahweh. My name is Abigail Marasha Israel from Orlando, Florida, and it is my pleasure to introduce tonight's teaching priest for night 4. And the word was made flesh and dwelt among us. and we beheld his glory, the glory as of the only begotten Son of the Father, full of grace and truth. John 1:14. On night 2 of the Feast of Tabernacles, we had the honor to hear from Yahweh ben Yahweh, in which he shared that we are to be his clone and a duplicate of him. Now, I encourage you to research the meaning of both these words, but I'm going to share with you the meanings for clone, or one of the meanings, which I found on the Cambridge Online Dictionary, that states, a product that is very similar to another one it was copied from. Someone or something that looks very much like someone or something else. I am proud to testify to you that tonight's teaching priest is indeed a clone of his father, Yahweh ben Yahweh, who teachings he imitates, duplicates, and then replicates in his everyday life as commanded to do. For many are called, but few are chosen. Matthew 22, verse 14. Jeremiah ben Yahweh has been called by Yahweh and chosen by Yahweh ben Yahweh to put on his armor of truth and be a symbol of his truth. Jeremiah has kept his contractual bond to be like Yahweh ben Yahweh, all because he did what his father commanded him to do, which can be found in 2 Timothy 2:15. With that being said, family, prepare your mind and prepare your spirit to receive the power of Yahweh in tonight's teaching from his elite teaching priest, Jeremiah ben Yahweh.
Praise Yahweh, and thank you for that beautiful introduction. I thank and I praise Yahweh for you, and let's continue on this journey of taking back our rulership. Praise Yahweh. Also, I want to thank the listening audience for being here this evening. It's indeed a pleasure to be spiritually in your presence tonight, to share the information given to me by the Spirit of Truth, the most honorable Yahweh ben Yahweh. Again, everyone, my name is Jeremiah Israel ben Yahweh, and I want to welcome you to night 7 of the Feast of Tabernacles, solar year 6026, on the Nation of Yahweh Feast video and teleconference line. The theme of this feast is Yahweh, the realization of peace. Tonight, I will be coming from the book, How to Overcome the World, page 336. The topic is, Brethren, be of one mind. Before we get into the study tonight, I would like to share with you how you can follow along. To follow along, you will need a copy of How to Overcome the World, the King James Version of the Bible, any Bible references associated with the King James Version of the Bible, such as the King James Version Key Word Study Bible, several dictionaries, synonym finder, source, Strong's N.O. Strong's Concordance of the Bible, King James Version, and any online resources such as alaya.com, livebible.com, etc. Just keep in mind, the King James Version of the Bible is the official version we use as the Nation of Yahweh under the teachings of the most honorable Yahweh Yahweh. So let's begin. And I quote, "And now may Yahweh, the God of patience and consolation, grant you to be like-minded one towards another, according to Yahweh ben Yahweh, that you may with one mind and one mouth glorify Yahweh, even the Father of Yahweh ben Yahweh. Wherefore, receive one another, as Yahweh ben Yahweh also received you, to the glory of Yahweh." Romans 15:5-7. Satan has brought about division in the world for 6,000 years and continues creating divisions until this day, 6,026. Yahweh Yahweh is come with exhortations to unify among the believers in Yahweh and his son Yahweh ben Yahweh. Now I beseech you, brethren, by the name of Yahweh ben Yahweh, that you all speak the same thing, and that there be no divisions among you, but that you be perfectly joined together in the same mind and in the same judgment. 1 Corinthians 1:10. You are to be joined together in Yahweh ben Yahweh, not to another man. You are to never allow anyone to place a man on a pedestal beside Yahweh ben Yahweh. You must always be examples of humility by not allowing others to place you on a pedestal. All believers are servants of Yahweh ben Yahweh, not of themselves. For I say to every man that is among you, not to think of himself more highly than he ought to think, but to think soberly, according as Yahweh has taught, according to how Yahweh has dealt to every man the measures of faith. Romans 12:3. In order to overcome the world, be of the same mind one towards another. Let your mind dwell on moral considerations. Set your affections on the things that be of Yahweh, and not those that be of man. Matthew chapter 16, verse 23. For they that are after the flesh do mind the things of the flesh, but they that are after the Spirit of Yahweh, the things of the Spirit of Yahweh. For to be carnally minded is death, but to be spiritually minded is life and peace. Romans chapter 8, verse 5 and 6. Fulfill ye my joy, that you be like-minded, having the same love, being of one accord, of one mind. Let nothing be done through strife or vainglory, but in lowliness of mind, let each esteem, say that again, let each esteem others better than themselves. Let each esteem others better than themselves. Look not every man on his own things, but every man also on the things of others. Let this mind be in you, which is also in Yahweh ben Yahweh, but made himself of no reputation, and took upon him the form of a servant, and is made in the likeness of men. And being found in the fashion of a man, he humbled himself and become obedient unto the law, even the death of the cross through judicial murder in U.S. courts in the maximum security prison at Lewisburg Penitentiary. Wherefore, Yahweh has highly exalted him and given him a name which is above every name, that at the name of Yahweh ben Yahweh, every knee shall bow, of things in heaven and things in earth and things under the earth, and that every tongue should confess that Yahweh ben Yahweh is Lord, to the glory of Yahweh the Father. Philippians 2:2-11. Brethren, be followers together of the commandments, judgment, laws, and statutes of Yahweh, thus walking by the same rules and minding the same thing. Philippians 3:16. Finally, be ye all of one mind, having compassion one of another, love as brethren, be pitiful, be courteous. Say that right, y'all. Be courteous. Praise Yahweh. Not rendering evil for evil, or railing for railing, but contrariwise blessing, knowing that you are thereunto called, that you should inherit a blessing. First Peter 3:8-9. Glory. Praise Yahweh. Now, there was a lot said in this chapter, and just reading I just read, but it's all centered around being unified, having one mind. Now, I ask Yahweh to guide my studies so that his word will resonate with his children. Therefore, we will dissect the first sentence in the paragraphs we started with. And I will read that again so that we'll all be on one accord. Now, may Yahweh, the God of patience and constellation, grant you to be like-minded one towards another, according to Yahweh ben Yahweh. This is what we're going to break down tonight, family. Yahweh ben Yahweh said, you will know who I am when you find out who you are. The reason many are still wandering in the wilderness is because they haven't discovered who they are. And for those that have the knowledge of who they are afraid to practice their authority of existing as a living image of Yahweh ben Yahweh. Now I'm going to say that again because I want you to be able to hear this. I said, and for those that have the knowledge of who they are afraid to practice their authority of existing as a living image of Yahweh ben Yahweh. I want you to meditate on that for a minute. Because see, a lot of people had a problem with Yahweh ben Yahweh's image. Yahweh ben Yahweh was more interested in you hearing the word. That's why he said, close your eyes. Because the words that he spoke were of Yahweh. I tell you the same thing tonight. If you want to hear Yahweh ben Yahweh, close your eyes and listen closely. You will hear Yahweh ben Yahweh. Why? Because he is the word. John 1:1. I'll let you take on that study yourself. Now, this sentence, what we just read, it talks about Yahweh being the God of patience, right? And consolation. The word patience is found in the Strong's Hebrew and Greek dictionary under the Greek reference number 5281, and it means endurance, constancy, patience, patient. Now, Webster's New World Dictionary defines patient as bearing or enduring pain, trouble, etc., without complaining or losing self-control. See, Yahweh ben Yahweh had to endure some pain, y'all, and some suffering, right? And he did it so humbly. We continue the definition here. Refusing to be provoked or angered as by an insult, forbearing, tolerant, calmly tolerating delay, confusion, inefficiency, etc. Able to wait calmly for something desired, showing or characterized by patience, steady, diligent, preserving. Now, we don't have time to go through each and every one of these, and I would love if we could. But I like for you to go back. I want you to write down these words: forbearing, tolerant, calmly tolerating delay, wait calmly, being diligent, preserving. I want you to write down these words, and I need you to go back and I want you to study these words, because when we talk about patience, understand that's how we have to be, y'all. That's how Yahweh was, and that's how we have to be. That's how Yahweh is. Let me not say was. That's how Yahweh is. So we have to be the same. Now, the next word in the sentence that I read that was in the reading tonight was constellation. Now, the root word to constellation is console. From the Webster's 1828 dictionary, the word console means to comfort, to cheer the mind in distress or depression, to alleviate grief and give refreshment to the mind or spirit, to give contentment or moderate happiness, relieving from distress. Did you know the easiest thing that one can do is criticize another or something else? That's the easiest thing that can be done by anyone. Criticize. Consolation requires one to be tactful in their deliverance, alleviating grief. Thus, a part of being patient is taking all the criticism, and instead of responding back with your own criticism of the person, you use their criticism as motivation to become the best version of Yahweh you can become. Isn't that something? You know what that version is, right? That's the version that requires you to deny self. Let me say that again. That's the version that requires you to deny self. Now, when I say deny self, because I know a lot of you thinking like, deny self? I can't deny self. But when I say to deny self, I'm not talking about the L or the EL. I'm talking about the E, the ego. See, we have to begin to assess our character. It's very important, because that's the one thing that's critical of everyone else but the ego. See, the ego is the reason why you're having these issues in your personal life. It's the reason you can't grow spiritually as an individual and see Yahweh in others. Isn't that something? See, if you can't see the L in your brother or sister, then it's something that's preventing you from doing that, and that's your ego. And another thing the ego does, it don't allow you to acknowledge your own faults. You become holier than thou. Because your ego won't allow you to be patient or console. You are easy to provoke to anger or get in your feelings about anything or something. You receive constructive criticism as an insult, and instead of you receiving it, you get upset. You get upset about it. And because you have no patience, there is no wonder why you can't hear or receive Yahweh ben Yahweh through others. For you have discounted the person that Yahweh was speaking through, so that it made his word, Yahweh's word now, it made Yahweh's word that you was hearing from the person null and void to you. Because we say Yahweh is the word, right? As one is speaking the word, you have to receive the word, because it allows for you to receive Yahweh. In the book of Ephesians chapter 4, verse 26 and 27, it reads, Be you angry and sin not. Let not the sun go down on your wrath. 27. Neither give place to the devil. Now, what does this mean? Well, it means it's okay to be in your feelings about some things. It's okay to be angry about some things, right? But you better not sin. What is sin? According to 1 John 3:4, sin is the transgression of the law. Transgression means to offend, infringe upon, break, breach, etc. Furthermore, it says, don't let the sun go down on your anger, your wrath. Because if you do, you compromise your perfection. Matthew 5:48, right? Because now you have breached the covenant Yahweh established between you and him. That's the laws, the statute, judgment, commandments, y'all. Well, one would say, how is that, Brother Jeremiah? Because the law tells us how we are to deal with conflicts, right? And it's found in Matthew chapter 18, starting at verse 15. And we're going to read through that. Because if you have an issue with your brother, your sister, this is how you do it. This is how you handle it. You don't get angry. Well, you can get angry, but it's a way that you process certain things so that you don't sin against Yahweh. Matthew chapter 18, verse 15. Moreover, if thy brethren should trespass against thee, go and tell him his fault between thee and him alone. If he should hear thee, thou hast gained thy brother. Isn't that something? 16. But if he would not hear thee, then take with thee one or two more, that in the mouth of two or three witnesses every word may be established. It's important. 17. And if he should neglect to hear them, tell it unto the congregation of the nation. But if he neglect to hear the nation, let him be unto thee as a heathen man and a publican. I want to say Republican. I want to say publican. We understand that. I'll let you research that yourself. If you follow this to the T and understand the power of forgiveness, then the anger that you felt will dissipate. Just like that. Now the word anger found in Ephesians 4:26 is reference number 3910 in the Greek and Hebrew dictionary, and it's pronounced in Greek or gegzo, and it means to provoke or enrage, that is, passionately become exasperated, be angry, wrath. The word exasperated means highly angered or irritated, provoked, enraged, embittered, increased in violence, having or showing strong feelings or irritation or annoyance. Now, one may say, I'm not angry, because he or she is not enraged or increased in violence, right? But one of the meanings to exasperated is embittered. Some may say, well, I don't be enraged or violence, but you are embittered. The word embittered means to make bitter, cause to feel bitterness. Bitter means characterized by intense antagonism or hostility, hard to admit or accept, resentful or cynical. So when one is bitter, he is considered angry. And it eats at the core of your soul, your heart. So let's confirm this. Let's go to the book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 7, verse 9. Let's go to the book again, Ecclesiastes 7, 9. Let's read. Be not hasty in thy spirit to be angry, for anger rests in the bosoms of fools. Let's read that again. Be not hasty in thy spirit to be angry, because anger rests in the bosom of fools. What happens is this becomes a part of you. So this bitterness begins to rest in your bosom, and you may not even recognize it. You don't even know it's happening. But you become a fool in the eyes of Yahweh. See, you may think you're wise, but you become a fool in the eyes of Yahweh. Webster's Online Dictionary describes a fool as a person lacking in judgment or prudence. When one is not patient, it's easy for one to make a rash decision about something without prudence. And see, what happens is this bitterness, that resentment rests in your bosom. Bosom is described as your chest or your breast, right? But it encloses the heart. So that bitterness rests within your heart. Why does bitterness and anger or the devil rests in your heart? Because you have allowed the sun to go down on your wrath, your anger, your feelings. For those that say that they're not angry. You choose not to go to your sister or your brother to make it right. So you commit a sin. You breach the law. You break the law. Did you know the same thing happened in the garden with Cain and Abel? Let's confirm that. Let's go to Genesis 4. We're going to read 5, 6, and 8. Genesis chapter 4, verse 5. But unto Cain and to his offering he made not respect. And Cain was very wroth, and his countenance fell. Now I'm reading this here. I'm going to go through this information, and I'm trying to stay in line with my time that I have, y'all. So I want to get you all this information, but I want to also respect time. So I might be going a little fast. Some may say, well, he's going a little too fast. I'm trying to respect time at the same, at the same time I'm trying to respect time. Okay, so forgive me. So again, Genesis 4:5. But unto Cain and to his offering he had not respect. Talking about Yahweh didn't have respect for Cain's offering, right? And Cain was very wroth, and his countenance fell. Genesis 4:6. And Yahweh said unto Cain, why art thou wroth? And why is thy countenance falling? Genesis 4. If thou doest well, should I not be accepted? Now listen to that now. Yahweh said, if you do well, should you not be accepted? And if thou does not well, sin lies at the door. And unto thee should be his desire. Genesis 4:8. And Cain talked with Abel, his brother. And it came to pass, when they were in the field, that Cain rose up against Abel, his brother, and slew him. Cain was bitter, right? It was hard for him to accept that Abel's offering was better. So he became resentful and acted out in a cynical way. That is the same thing that we are doing today, whether it's physical or spiritual. It doesn't matter. We are doing the same thing to one another today as it was in the beginning, but we don't realize it. But Yahweh said, we have to be joined together in Yahweh We have to receive one another, right? How can you do this, or how can you do so when you can't rule over your ego, your mind, your spirit? Let's go to Proverbs 16:32. That's Proverbs 16:32. Let's read. He that is slow to anger is better than the mighty, and he that rules his spirit than he that taketh a city. Isn't that something? So this is all about the mind, y'all. It's a mind thing, right? Who is in control of our mind? You say it's Yahweh, but you don't act Yahweh. Well, Matthew chapter 11 verse 12 says the violent one took control of your mind. It says that it was taken by force. Let's go to that verse and read it. That's Matthew chapter 11 verse 12. Again, Matthew chapter 11 verse 12. And from the days of John the Baptist until now, the kingdom of heaven suffered violence, and the violence took it by force. Well, and the violence take it by force. See, we understand that this is our kingdom, right? We're the king of our dome, right? I don't have to go through a whole study breakdown for us to understand that, right? See, because this is our dome where heaven resides at. Our dome suffers violence, and it's suffering violence right now. But the reason you act out the way that you do is because there is a war going on in your mind, and you're not even conscious of it. Let me help you kind of identify this here. I'm going to see if I can wrap your head around it. You know how you can tell that there's a war going on in your mind? Because you are quick to accuse your brethren. Those that believe just like you, that have taken on the same oath that you have taken on. Let's go to Revelations. Because see, in the book of Revelation, it talks about the accuser who has accused his brethren day and night. Let's go to Revelations 12:10. Revelations 12:10. Let's read. And I heard a loud voice saying in heaven, now has come salvation and strength in the kingdom of Yahweh, and the power of his Christ, Yahweh ben Yahweh. For the accuser of our brethren is cast down, which accused him before our Father day and night. That's something we all need to take into consideration, because we all have sinned, y'all. And according to Romans 3:23, we all sinned and came short of his glory. In conclusion of my presentation, see that war going on in your mind? That's Satan, the violent one, causing trouble and taking over your mind. Don't let him succeed, y'all. Understand that Yahweh, the God of patience and consolation, has granted us the ability to become like-minded, one towards another, and one with one another, according to Yahweh ben Yahweh, that you may with one mind and one mouth glorify Yahweh, even the Father of Yahweh ben Yahweh. Wherefore receive one another, as Yahweh ben Yahweh also received you to the glory of Yahweh. That's how we receive one another, understanding that Yahweh ben Yahweh came to sinners, and he left us with precepts that we are still growing into and trying to understand even to this day. So if I have to leave you with anything, it would be to be patient and console. All right? Be patient and console. When counsel needed, receive one another as Yahweh has received you. I'm going to say that one more time as I close out. Be patient and consult when consult is needed. We always have brothers and sisters that need counseling. They need to be comforted. They need guidance. But see, if we're truly the Spirit of Yahweh, we'll understand ministry is a part of that. And ministering to the brokenhearted is a part of that. But when we begin to take on patience and consolation, we'll understand that. Study these two words. Go deeper into it. I want you to study these words. Receive one another as Yahweh has received you. I thank you for allowing me to share. That's my time. And may Yahweh continue to bless you eternally and forever. Praise Yahweh. All right, so let me direct your attention and energy towards the meal of the evening. It's my privilege and pleasure to introduce the messenger of Yahweh. He is known to some as a brother, a great philosopher, a great leader, an excellent author, a man of God Yahweh. And although he is all of these things and more, I consider him a savior, my savior, the Messiah, the one that was sent according to the scriptures to save his people in the world. See, he delivered me from a time I didn't think I could be delivered. He breathed into me the breath of life, his spirit, and made me whole. And for that, I pay great homage. And I consider him to be the most honorable. To all that are under the sound of my voice, I introduce to you the most honorable, Yahweh ben Yahweh. Praise Yahweh.
I'm building my kingdom with you who voluntarily receive me. Behold, I stand at your door and I knock. Some of you are sitting back in there, got your door all locked up, hollering out, who is it? I don't mind telling you, Yahweh ben Yahweh. And I'm calling out and saying, there's a terrible storm, it's a severe storm headed your way. And it's called the fall of Satan. And this is the time of Jacob's trouble. Receive me, Yahweh ben Yahweh, believe in me, believe on my name, receive me and receive my name, and then all of this can be yours. That sounds incredible. Well, it is. Yahweh is incredible. I'm his son. I'm his incredible son. Did an incredible work. And that means you don't have to be in poverty. You can come and join the ranks of the rich and the famous. All you have to do is change from your evil, wicked way of thinking and take on righteous thoughts and come on in and just be a part of yourself, your true self. That's all to it. What do you have outside of Yahweh? Looks to me like you can gain everything just by being in Yahweh. Ethics will cause you to inherit land with good cities. See, when the righteous man ruled, the people will rejoice. Proverbs 29:2. Read.
When the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice. But when the wicked beareth rule, the people mourn.
Praise Yahweh. So now how many want to rejoice? How many tired of mourning? And you should be able to sing joy to the world. Yahweh is come. Let the earth receive her king. Yahweh ben Yahweh. If you accept my authority, look what I will do. Think some people are afraid of that? Why would anyone be afraid of me when all I do is good? Some of the power people sent me a message this week that I'm the most powerful man in America. And they said that I'm the most feared man in America. Can you imagine somebody, a little old man like me in Miami, that America is afraid of? It doesn't make sense. She rules in the sky. She rules in the ocean. She rules with the Marines on the land. And our army is governing foreign lands. What is she talking about? Afraid of me who have no weapons? Just doing good? I would think that all good men are glad that I'm here. Maybe the only people that are not glad I'm here are bad men. Do you think maybe I'm a problem for bad folk? There are two forces, good and bad, right and wrong. And one has more power than the other. Which one has power over the other? Good? Then whose side do you want to get on? I'm the good man. My works prove I'm good. So you don't have to suffer, just come and follow me. You don't have to catch hell, come and follow me. You don't have peace, come and follow me, I'll give you peace. You don't have to be poor, come follow me, I'll make you rich. You become instant millionaire instantly. As soon as you start to follow me, you become rich. You don't even have to have a worry or a problem. But you have to be in Yahweh's kingdom for this to work for you. Oh yeah. If you don't follow me, it's not going to do you any good. Joshua 24. Now, in order for us to inherit these good cities, notice there's an S on those cities. Did you notice on Deuteronomy 6:10, you will inherit land and great and goodly cities with an S on it? Cities. Now, how many of you would like to inherit good cities, just that you didn't have to build yourself? I mean, isn't that sweet? That's incredible, isn't it? Am I demonstrating it's possible? The more of you that come to me, the more I'll do. Good. You don't want nothing? Stay away from me. Because nothing from nothing leave nothing. And you and your nothings, y'all stay away from me. Y'all be nothing all by yourself. I don't need anybody to help me do bad. You can do bad all by yourself. All I can do is good. You can do bad. I do good. And I do good all by myself? I came doing good all by myself. And you that join me that want to do good, look how blessed we are. Anybody in here want to be good? See, it's not hard. How many think it's hard to be good? Hang around good people, and it comes to be easy. That's all. We're good people. Establishing good brotherhood, good sisterhood. That's what we're establishing. Good brotherhood, good sisterhood. People that's bad, you can't be in mine. You just can't be till you be good. You have to be good. You can't want to be good. You got to be good. You have to be good. Now, there are those who are our enemies that look just like us that think you have to fight, pick up weapons to gain cities, to inherit cities and land. I'm proving to you here in Miami and across America that you don't need any weapons at all. No weapon formed by the hand of man do you need. You don't need it. Let's read Joshua 24:12. Read.
And I sent the hornet before you, which drove them out from before you, even the 2 kings of the Amorites, but not with thy sword, nor with thy bow.
Now the same Elohim that did this for us in the past is doing this for us in the present. Now there's a hornet going out stinging the prosperity of America. And they're suffering from the poison of the hornet. And I have the healing salve. The economy of America is failing. So Yahweh is just driving them out. Their apartment complexes and hotels are failing. People are not traveling like they used to. They don't have the money to travel like they used to. And the apartment buildings, they don't have the money to pay the rent anymore. And so everything is just going down. Not with your sword, nor with your bow. Oh, Yahweh. Verse 13, read.
And I have given you a land.
See, it's a gift. I'm giving this to you. How can you go get this with dishwashing? You can't even teach your way up on this. In no public school, you can't teach your way up on this kind of wealth. Huh? You can't live the life of the rich and the famous on your salary. I don't care what salary you have in time. Can you? No. Oh, but look what Yahweh is doing. It's a gift. That makes this a gift. I'm giving this to you. The more you give to me, the more I'll give to you. Beyond your wildest dreams. Verse 13, read again.
And I have given you a land for which ye did not labor, and cities which ye built not, and ye dwell in them. Of the vineyards and olive yards which ye planted not, do ye eat.
Verse 14, read.
Now therefore, fear the Lord Yahweh.
See what you need to do now? When you see these things happen and bless you like this, fear Yahweh.
And serve him in sincerity and in truth.
Oh my goodness. Don't be false. Don't be a phony. Don't be a hypocrite. Don't do that. When you see me giving you land and cities that you didn't labor for. See, if you didn't know me, you still have to labor. Because before you knew me, you were laboring. So you're not doing something new. So now that you understand it's not your work, and you understand who it's coming from, now look what Yahweh is telling you to do. Therefore, now, right now, therefore, fear Yahweh and serve him. How? Read.
And put away the gods which your fathers served on the other side of the flood, and in Egypt, and serve ye the Lord Yahweh.
See, put your false ones away. Put all your false ones away and serve the true one. Put all your other gods away and serve Yahweh. In what? Sincerity and truth. You have to be for real. Verse 15, read.
And if it seem evil unto you to serve the Lord Yahweh, choose you this day whom ye will serve, whether the gods which your fathers served that were on the other side of the flood, or the gods of the Amorites, in whose land ye dwell. But as for me and my house, we will serve the Lord Yahweh.
Now what's your choice tonight? Choose you this night. Who are you going to serve? You're going to serve your mind that your enemy gave you? I have my own mind. Where'd you get it from? Where did you get your mind from? You think like everybody else that's under the enemy. You have the same thoughts with the same accomplishments. All go in the same direction. Without Yahweh. So what's your choice tonight? Do you choose Yahweh or some other God? That's awesome, isn't it? Does it seem evil to you to serve Yahweh? Well, regardless of what you choose, me and my house, those that believe like me, we're going to serve Yahweh. All right, let's read verse 17 and 18. Read.
For the Lord Yahweh ben Yahweh, our God, He it is that brought us up and our fathers out of the land of Egypt, from the house of bondage, and which did those great signs in our sight, and preserved us in all the way wherein we went, and among all the people through whom we passed. And the Lord Yahweh ben Yahweh drove out from before us all the people, even the Amorites, which dwelt in the land. Therefore will we also serve the Lord Yahweh ben Yahweh, for He is our God.
Who is our God? Yahweh! We're all witnesses that Yahweh is driving our enemies out from before us without the need of any weapons. No riots, no bricks and bottles thrown, no profanity used, no marches. Notice that Yahweh is accomplishing for us without marches. See, we're not marching on Washington. When we march to Washington, Washington will belong to us. Only thing in Washington is us. The only reason Washington doesn't belong to us is because we're dead. And I'm the man they fear that will wake Washington up. What's going to happen when I wake all my people up in Washington? We don't have to fight for Washington. It's automatically ours. And I'll move one of you into the White House. It's no big deal. You don't have, how many see the message now? You don't have to fight for this. Obviously, I'm the Prince of Peace. I'm showing you how to conquer with peace. Isn't that awesome to see? I mean, see, it's in the past. See, Yahweh did it in the past. And he's the God of the past, the present, and the future. Same God yesterday, today, and forever. Is that what he's saying? Hebrews 13:8, let's go check it out. What I was able to do yesterday, I'm able to do today. What I'm able to do today, I'll be able to do tomorrow. What I'm able to do tomorrow, I'm able to do forever. What I did yesterday, I was always able to do. What I'm doing today, I will always be able to do. The proof is I did it and I'm doing it. Read.
Yahweh ben Yahweh, Christ, the same yesterday and today and forever.
I have enjoyed you tonight. Anybody learn anything? You learn that we trust in Yahweh, not in each other, not in ourselves. But Yahweh can work it out. No matter how powerful our enemies are, he's able to drive all nations out from before us, and we never have to lift a hand. Yahweh is able just to take heights and attack the enemy and drive them out. They'll run away from the city. Everything be stinging them. They'll run off and leave it. Yahweh is able just to take hornets and attack the enemy and drive them out. They'll run away from the city. Everything be stinging them. They'll run off and leave it. We just walk on in and inherit. I'm here to cause you to inherit. Oh, glory to Yahweh. What a day we're living in. To see Yahweh take control. And every smart man wants to join the winner. Praise Yahweh. And if you can see in advance, you know God is the winner. And I am Yahweh's man. Come in Yahweh's name.
Know and rest your mind assured. Our eyes have seen his works before. And until my last days, 'tis Yahweh I will praise. Yahweh.
Praise Yahweh. Now that was a beautiful message by our Father Yahweh ben Yahweh. And see, when we talk about the ego, see, that's the egoism. See, that's of Yahweh. You know, you can, it just, see, we have to become a reflection of that. We can't have the egotism, if you will. And that's something that I was talking about earlier. But see, Yahweh ben Yahweh, he came, and like the scriptures say, when he come, we should know how we should be. And I'm paraphrasing a little bit. Because we will see him as he is. Y'all, that's how we have to be. We have to be just like that. When he talking about raising his people up in Washington, see, if they ain't raised up, we still got a job to do. Because see, we have to be duplicates of Yahweh ben Yahweh. And we have to reflect his character. See, Yahweh ben Yahweh exists. Believe me, he exists, but he exists in us. And see, we have to act out his will, the will of Yahweh. Yahweh ben Yahweh talked about the two forces, good and bad, right and wrong. You know, we deal with this every day, you know, and that's just a form of when we think about how the world deems right or what's good. I oftentimes think of it like this here. You know, we used to say, have some common sense, right? But now we figured out that common don't make any sense no more. You got to have some good sense. But then we have to define and understand what good is, right? We have to know what right is. Because the scriptures say there's a way that seems right unto man, but in the end is death, right? Because see, there's a carnality, a carnal sense of what right is. And then there's a spiritual nature of what Yahweh has given unto us of what right is. And see, the world don't know the difference between that. But see, it's our job as duplicates of Yahweh, as a reflection of Yahweh, as an image of Yahweh, we have to take this message unto the world. But when we take this message unto the world, we have to act according to how Yahweh did. Because see, people, Yahweh could have said some things, but people received him because of his works. See, our works have to be duplicates of Yahweh ben Yahweh. I hope somebody hear me out there. Our works have to be duplicates of Yahweh ben Yahweh. And it starts with you as an individual. Huh? It starts in our individual lives that we have to reflect this here with our children, with our wife, with our families. But a part of it is making it a part of the nation, building a nation. But we have to take on the spirit of Yahweh. We can't be afraid to do Yahweh's will. We have to stop trying to lean upon the crutch of Yahweh ben Yahweh and act according to how he has raised us as sons and daughters of Yahweh, and take on that leadership role and ability and raise his people up perpendicular to the square of righteousness. Just as he came to raise us up, we have to do the same thing unto the world. Glory. Can somebody out there hear me? This is what Yahweh came to do, y'all. That's why I say, even in my presentation, close your eyes. You can't. If you can't see Yahweh, you can't hear him. Close your eyes. Open your third eye. Because see, Yahweh is the word. And if someone come and speaking the word, you must hear him. You must hear her. Because she or he is the word. We have to be raised up, y'all. See, we still sleeping giants. And we have to be raised up. Yahweh is coming raising up the Godhead. And he has said that many times. I oftentimes feel like those of us that feel like we know the name Yahweh automatically think that we're the Godhead. See, the Godhead is very distinctive now. The Godhead is distinctive. See, you'll know the Godhead because they stand out. And they understand their duties and their abilities. And see, we have to be the reflection of that. Isn't that a wonderful thing? You should be jumping up in joy right now, jumping up for joy. Understanding that you got to be just like Yahweh. If you see him in his excellence, see, if you can see him on the video and you can see how as you can see how proud he is. And being connected to Yahweh, understanding that Yahweh is his salvation, his guiding light. We have to be the same way, y'all. And as we become the same as he is, see, people will begin to give us the things that he talked about. He said that land, when he talked about the land, see, people begin to give us those type of things. It's already ours, you know, but it becomes easy when we take on the image of Yahweh ben Yahweh. That's a beautiful thing, y'all. But I'm going to stop right there, and I am going to turn this over to our hostess tonight, Sister Kagi. Praise Yahweh.
Praise Yahweh. What a wonderful class and a wonderful study by our teaching priest. I am so enlightened. I'm just I'm empowered as well. Praise Yahweh ben Yahweh. And that's what we have to do, family, for each other is show the Yahweh within each and every one of us and build up a strong foundation and build up our nation just strong. Praise Yahweh. Now, we are at that time where we are nation building. All right. We also have some wonderful entertainment coming up and some special promotions from our sponsors. We have some wonderful products, much talent in the nation of Yahweh, and we're going to be sharing that with you all tonight. Now, if you're wondering, how do I help build a nation? You can start by donating. And if you see on your screen, there is a QR code. There is, you can text donate to 877-793-9006. Oh, praise Yahweh. And we have some donations being mentioned in the comments in our chat box. You can give anonymously. You can announce your donations if you're comfortable with that. It's completely up to you. Yahweh love you, and we thank you either way for your donations. So praise Yahweh.
Indeed, that's a part of and praise Yahweh, my dear sister. And it's a part of nation building. And as you can see, like that QR code that's on the screen, you can just scan that, and you should be able to contribute to our building fund.
Praise Yahweh. Yes, yes, sir. This is building up the nation. In addition to sending in tithes and donations and offerings, talents. We have people who build our nation by offering their talents, multiplying their talents, and publishing the name of Yahweh through their talents. Yes, you can publish Yahweh's name through your talents. You have some of us who are brilliant musicians, and everywhere they go, you're going to meet them. You're going to get beautiful music, and you're going to get a lesson number one in Yahweh from them. Or you're going to get educated on who the nation of Yahweh is and who a Yahweh is. And that is publishing the name and nation building through your talent. Just one of many ways. Praise Yahweh.
Praise Yahweh. Also, we just want to keep in mind, that Yahweh, that we have a covenant with Yahweh. We have a contract with him. And anytime that we come to the feast, someone said they do not see the QR code. We have that up on YouTube and in our I think we have it on both platforms. We should have it on all the platforms.
Okay. Now it may be the way you're viewing on the Zoom. Depending on what platform you're on, it's to the top right or the bottom right, how you view your screen. You can do a side-by-side gallery. That way you'll see the main screen that has the QR code, and everyone else will be organized to your right. That way you can have a clear view of the QR code, the phone number, and what you text to that phone number. Praise Yahweh. Toda for that. Yeah, just let us know in the chat box if you need any assistance, or if you need any help, or if you found something that was helpful for you to donate. So praise Yahweh. Toda for that.
Praise Yahweh. And how you feel, sis? We were just on site, and some of us had to travel back. We had a wonderful time in Riviera Beach, Florida, for the first 3 days, first 3 days, right?
Yes, sir. Oh man, I feel so good. There is a feeling that is sad. I have some sadness in those feelings because, I'm not with my family right now and hugging and embracing everybody, but on site was phenomenal. It's something about seeing everyone's smiling face, touching and hugging everyone. It's wonderful networking. There are some fantastic businesses and talents that I got exposed to over the weekend that now I can share my money with my family. So that was wonderful. The food was just delectable, outstanding. Yahweh's Vegan 27 really threw it down. So
Yeah, we're gonna talk about that. We're gonna go to a quick some entertainment, but we're gonna come back and we're gonna talk about that, sis.
all right, praise Yahweh.
Ready? FTV, take one. And 5, 4, 3.
I love it. That deserves applause. That was awesome. Praise Yahweh. That went all the way back from the beginning. Yeah. Oh, that was amazing.
Yahweh.
And sis, you there?
Yes, sir. Praise Yahweh. That was fantastic. There ain't no talent like Judah and Israel. That was just superb.
Goodness. It was a flashback at the same time, but I know that got to be new music because I don't think I heard that music there before. But praise Yahweh for our family and the nation, man. Our musicians, man. Praise Yahweh for you. But just going back just a tad bit, just being on site, and I just want to, I want to thank all our technicians, that was in the background that a lot of people may not have known about, from Brother Lou to Sister Tamar, making everything visible for everybody to be able to see.
Sir.
Beautiful thing, we was able to see everything on YouTube, Facebook, all our social media channels, and much props to those that was on site that collaborated, with the team that was behind the scene, and much props, kudos, praise Yahweh. Let's give an applause to these these winners, these champions.
Yes, sir.
Where my applause at? Let's give an applause to these champions. Praise Yahweh. Back to you.
Praise Yahweh. So nation building, always and forever. You see the QR code on the screen. You can donate online at thenationofyahweh.com. Click on tithes, or you can text donate to 877-793-9006. Praise Yahweh.
Yahweh. If you love the works that you're seeing, if you love everything that you see, you have to contribute to this and what's going on in the nation, because we are building and we're growing. And like Yahweh, I heard him say one time, you can come now and you can be a part of living within heaven. You can come tomorrow and you get a taste of just us, a rulership of heaven. Either way, whenever you come, you'll be ruled and righteous rulership, but you want to be here now. You want to make sure that you contribute to what we're doing now, because now you become a part of the building team, right, sis?
Yes, sir. And also what you said about if you like what you see, and also if you want to see more, because it takes money to make things happen, for resources and equipment. So as we grow and you want to see more things happen and are built within our nation, we need the funding to do that. Praise Yahweh.
Praise Yahweh. Y'all see what's going on, and we can't depend on those outside of us, the world, to do this here. You believe in Yahweh ben Yahweh. It's your duty to build a nation of Yahweh. It's your duty to contribute to the things that are going on in the nation. You are obligated. Yahweh said, and I believe it had to be in the message the night before, but he came to bring that back to your remembrance, that you are under a contract with Yahweh. So being under that contract, there's an agreement that's in place. And a part of that agreement is that you contribute and build, you pay Yahweh and pay yourself. That's a part of that agreement. Right. And the part that you pay yourself, you don't touch, but you have to pay Yahweh, y'all, and help build his kingdom.
That's right.
So and I'm gonna say one more thing, sis, and I know we're about to get ready to close out. And I'm gonna let you go ahead and get ready to close out. Another way that you can contribute to the nation, make sure you go to the NOYstore.com. That's NOYstore.com. We have books, material. We have a lot of spiritual books, We have our amazing toothpaste. This is something that's a highlight. Go to the noystore.com, all natural toothpaste. You must, it ain't no if, you must purchase your toothpaste. That's a part of us building the nation, contributing to the nation. So go to the noystore.com today and do your part. Praise Yahweh.
Praise Yahweh. And in speaking of building a nation and what we like to see, we do have a sponsor because we are a nation and we are expanding. So we want to show you some of the good works that are taking place within our nation. Now to our sponsor.
What do all these people have in common besides a beautiful smile, healthy teeth, and gums? They all use Zadi toothpaste. Zadi toothpaste is made with all natural ingredients. Zadi toothpaste is fortified with moringa and baking soda. Zadi toothpaste is suds-free, making it an excellent choice for kids. All natural, fortified, and suds-free. Get yours today at noystore.com.
Rescuing our future since 2004. From beginner to advanced. From melodies to mastery. From practice to performance. Neo Jazz School of Music, creating space for young people to express and to grow. Now with 2 locations, New Orleans and Miami. Enroll today at neojazz.org.
Praise Yahweh, family. Well, we are at the conclusion of tonight's class. Be sure to go online to thenationofyahweh.com, click on tithes to support and build the nation. Text donate to 877-793-9006. And if you're like me, you like using all your gadgets, your phone, MacBooks, all that good stuff, just scan the QR code. It makes it so much easier. You can donate there. As you see, our nation is growing. We have some wonderful products and services within our nation, and we support ourselves so that we can continue to grow. So praise Yahweh. Now I invite all of you to stand and face the east and join us in a prayer to our Heavenly Father.
Before we go to this, we want to make sure that you tune in tomorrow night, same time.
Oh, yes, sir.
Have a dynamic teaching priestess tomorrow night. Tamaya Israel will be teaching tomorrow night's class. Make sure that you tune in. Put it in your calendar just in case, and make sure that you tune in to tomorrow night. It's going to be a powerful presentation for you to listen to tomorrow night. So tune in and make sure that you're in the place and tell somebody about it. Tell somebody to tell somebody about it. but we want to make sure that you're in the place that you don't miss this here. Praise Yahweh.
Praise Yahweh. Yes, sir. You're absolutely correct.
Let's stand and face the east. Tefillah. Ave Nusha Bashamayim. Yikadesh America. Tavo Markuterka. Yase Razanka. Kavashamayim Kain Bares. Elekam Kukenu. Tang Lanu Hayum. Uslak Lanu. Ar Kartienu. Kamosa Sokin. Gamanatnu. La Kartiem Nanu. Bea Tefienu. La De Nishayon. King Kasenu. Min Hera. Kilaka. Hamalaha. Beha Givera. Beha Teferet. Leola May. Olamin Sila. And we thank thee, O Yahweh, O living and eternal King, who has so mercifully restored our souls within us. So let everything that has breath praise Yahweh.
Words spake Yahweh ben Yahweh, and lifted up his eyes to heaven, and said, Father, the hour is come. Glorify thy Son, that thy Son also may glorify thee. As thou hast given him power over all flesh, that he should give eternal life to as many as thou hast given him. And this is life eternal, that they might know thee, the only true God, Yahweh, and Yahweh ben Yahweh, whom thou hast sent. I have glorified thee on the earth. I have finished the work which thou gavest me to do. And now, O Father, glorify thou me with thine own self, with the glory which I had with thee before the world was. I have manifested thy name unto the men which thou gavest me out of the world. Thine they were, and thou gavest them me, that they have kept thy word. And now they have known that all things whatsoever thou hast given me are of thee. For I have given unto them the words which thou gavest me, and they have received them, and have known surely that I came out from thee, and they have believed that thou didst send me. I pray for them, I pray not for the world, but for them which thou hast given me, for they are thine. And all mine are thine, and thine are mine, and I am glorified in them. And now I am no more in the world, but these are in the world. And I come to thee, Holy Father. Keep through thine own name those whom thou hast given me, that they may be one as we are. While I was with them in the world, I kept them in thy name. Those that thou gavest me, I have kept, and none of them is lost, but the son of perdition, that the scripture might be fulfilled. And now come I to thee, and these things I speak in the world, that they might have my joy fulfilled in themselves. I have given them the word, and the world has hated them, because they are not of the world, even as I am not of the world. I pray not that thou shouldest take them out of the world, but that thou shouldest keep them from the evil. They are not of the world, even as I am not of the world. Sanctify them through thy truth, that thy word is truth. As thou hast sent me into the world, even so have I also sent them into the world. And for their sakes I sanctify myself, that they also might be sanctified through the truth. Neither pray I for these alone, but for them also which shall believe on me through their word, that they all may be one, as thou, Father, art in me and I in thee, that they also may be one in us, that the world may believe that thou hast sent me. And the glory which thou hast given me, I have given them, that they may be one, even as we are one.